jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back
in the building. Bill's Boot Camp on deck. You already know what it is. Man's trying to get this hot grease cooking from here all the way to July 29th. Man, we ain't playing around. Stop the madness. Stop tripping. We got business to handle. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? We're not sitting up here half-stepping, tiptoeing, you know what I'm saying, trying to make friends. No, we got the same group that we had. We with the same fighter that we had before the announcement, and that's the way it's going to be. Dead Game Boxing on deck. What's good? Let's go, bud, to this day. To this day. You know what I'm saying? Omaha, Nebraska, to this day. They don't understand what has just happened. So WCS has to come on here and let them remember what it was before the announcement and what it's going to be during the lead up. And we're going to talk about this first take face off. We're going to have a little breakdown of the audio. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have a little breakdown because it's very, very extremely essential that we talk about mannerisms, posture is everything. The postures was different. You know what I'm saying? Confidence levels. Yeah, I know. The aerosexuals, they looking at each other right now, and they say, man, they're making too much big of a deal out of this situation, man. You really can't get nothing out of the face off. Yeah, we did. We got some out of the face off, and we're going to talk about it. Real talk. Samar Warren on deck. Peace, blessings, beloved. Salute WCS certified stamp, the like button. I appreciate you, brother. Let's go. Well, breaking news. Stephen A. Smith made it official to the rest of the world with Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford on the same screen at the same damn time after the announcement has broken. They was in the company of one another to promote this fight and let people know what they have to be, what they have to look forward to. You know what I'm saying? Awesome. I like what I'm seeing from these fighters. You know, I'm hearing that they talk with each other. They communicated. You know what I'm saying? They dressed it up real nice. They had a business rapport. You know what I'm saying? To try to make this shit happen, man. I'm happy. I'm happy. Shout out to Team Tucker, one of the hardest working media marketing agents, aka entrepreneurs in the business. Shaw News, the Sauce Experience, aka Showtime Shaw on deck. You already know, man. Shout out to his team too. Shout out to Jay Prince. Shout out to Top Rank, Bob Aram. Shout out to July 1st. Team Tucker back on deck, man. 11 professional fight. Shout out to Big Blunts and Boxing in the building. So we're going to talk about what we witnessed today, because it's very, very important that we keep this active. We keep flipping it over and flipping it over because this is going to be a fish fry. You know what I'm saying? I already been cooking. I already had the hot grease out there. Now that the fish is finally ashore and it's been captured, let's listen to the audio, people. Let's get right down to the audio. Let's get right down to the audio because we have a lot to talk about.
I have been waiting for years for this right now. Joining me now are two
Hold
of
up.
the best fighters on the planet Earth. Welterweight champions Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. They've announced that they'll fight one another for the undisputed welterweight crown July 29th in Las Vegas. Errol Spence Jr., Terrence Crawford, welcome to First Take. Errol, let's start with you here. I mean, what the hell took this fight so long to happen? We've been waiting.
See, first of all, Stephen A. Smith, let me correct you on something. I don't know why the hell you went to Errol Spence first. I don't know who gave you the producer notes, but don't ever do that shit again. If Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford is on your panel, the first person you should go to is the one with the bigger resume. You know what I'm saying? With the more body of work. See, you come out playing this politics on the popularity contest. You know what I'm saying? You want to go by the popularity contest. That's what you do. That's what you do. If you was going in alphabetical order, goddammit, Crawford would still be in front of Spence. S-C. It's in the alphabet, right? Up here disrespecting Bud Crawford like that, Stephen A. Smith. What's wrong with you?
Years for this. How excited are you about it, and why did it take so long, Errol?
I mean, great things take time. I mean, we both were going through, negotiations, things, but we here now. So all this stuff in the past, just the present, we here, we fighting each other. May the best man win. I feel like this is the best fight, welterweight fight of the last probably 40 years. This is the fight of the decade. The best versus.
Are you buying it? Are you buying what he's selling? Are you buying what he's selling? He don't seem like this is the best fight. You know what I'm saying? Are you buying what he's saying? Not like I'm just asking, does he seem enthusiastic about what's about to happen to him? And does he seem like he's motivated to step in there and get broken up, as Showtime would say, get dusted, get broken up? Does Errol Spence seems like he is indeed confident that he is the one that has to go in there and prove to the people that he's ready to take this beating? Do he seem confidence? Let's move on.
Terrence Crawford, how do you feel about the fact that the fight is finally here? We know how great you are, 39-0 in your career with about 30 KOs. We know how elite you are. We know how elite Errol is. We know you've been wanting this for a long time, Terrence. How difficult has it been to wait for this fight, and how are you feeling now that it's here?
Okay, he did mention Terrence Crawford's record, his boxing ledger. Okay, I appreciate that. I gotta give you a little bit of more points, back there, Stephen A. And then you also record both of the fight. You did recognize that both of the fighters are elite fighters. You know what I'm saying? But you did, mention great when you mentioned Crawford. I see. I pay attention to those fine line details right there, Stephen A. Smith. I got to make sure you on your shit too. Because these next several weeks there, Stephen A. Smith, you have no idea. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a lot of communities. It's going to be a lot of freaking fires. It's going to be a lot of people that just choose to deactivate their accounts. Because the closer we get to the fight, the more scared they become. They don't want to face reality. This shit on ESPN today was a reality.
Oh, it's been very difficult, as you know. It's been frustrating. But I'm excited. I'm happy. The fans is happy. Everybody's happy. We here now. And I'm gonna show the world why I'm the best fighter on the planet. And everybody need to tune in July 29th. They'll watch me, Errol Spence, go out there and put on a tremendous show.
Errol Spence, a lot of people look at you and they've said you've been the natural welterweight. As a matter of fact, people have wondered whether or not you was going up to junior middleweight on several occasions because you were considered the bigger guy. They've been waiting for this fight for a long time, but they felt, at least at some point, years ago that Terrence might have been a little bit smaller or too small for you because he was coming up from the junior welterweight division.
Producer notes, Stephen A. Smith. Producer notes. Nobody ain't been talking about how big Errol been in the ring facing his opponents. Like, that's old ass news, man. You know what I'm saying? That's producer notes. I know you had to go do your little studies and everything, do your research. I get it. But ain't nobody been talking about, he the boogeyman and he been too big and all that when it comes to, Terrence Crawford. That talk been over a long, long time ago. But I do understand where you're going a little bit. You're trying to talk it up as if he's big for the division and he's going to move up to 154. Okay, let that shit be. We're not talking about how big he is because we don't want no excuses as to why he cannot come in here and make this weight. That is my only thing. The fight has been announced, but I'm not sure this dude going to be able to make the weight. I just wish you would have kept that to yourself, Stephen A. Smith. These aerosexuals got enough to worry about. You know what I'm saying? They're not sure if it's going to be a last-minute replacement. You know what I'm saying? We want to keep hope alive. We want to stay happy. We want the smiles to continue to, massage our cheekbones. We just want to be so happy, full of joy. We want to see this ass whooping finally play out in front of the world. That's all I'm saying.
Want to know your thoughts about what you think of Terrence Crawford and why and how do you think you're going to win this fight?
I'm a man of my word. Like I said, people thought I was gonna move up, but just like I told him when we encountered each other in Oklahoma, I said I'm gonna get these belts on my side and I'm gonna come take yours. And this is where we at now, and I stood on that. Even if it was leaving me standing out the ring a whole year, they trying to get me to fight other people. This the fight I wanted, so I stuck to my guns and was like, I'm not fighting until I fight Terrence Crawford. So my team got it going.
Well, I have to clarify something. They wanted you to fight Keith Thurman. And really, that's irrelevant because everybody wants you to fight Terrence Crawford, but your people want you to fight Thurman because we all know that was the holdup to begin with. Your peoples. But if it's indeed 100% true that you and Crawford was able to converse with one another, put your minds together and speak with the Grand Poobah and the team and whoever else that was involved to make this fight happen, I commend you both. I really do. I commend you both. You know what I'm saying? But you still getting his ass whooping.
With me, I feel like my style is basically, I'm not gonna say perfect, but it's very good. I got the jab. I feel like I might be the stronger opponent. Great body.
Okay, he said his style is very good. He might be the stronger opponent. M-I-G-H-T. He said he might be the stronger opponent. I was just having a conversation with several homosexuals not too long ago. So let me help y'all out. You know what I'm saying? Let me help y'all out once again. He might be the stronger opponent. In the dictionary, might is may. It's not confirmed or defined. Tentatively, to ask permission or to express a request. Might does not define a definitive concurrence, a confirmation. He's not sure if he's the strongest fighter. Stephen A. Smith earlier, he was like the bigger fighter and everything else. The word was out there that you may move up to 154. So how can this big, huge behemoth, this shark of a man, say he believe he might be the stronger for? That don't seem like a man is confident, being that he's too big for the division supposedly, and he should be at 154. You should say, yeah, I'm the shark, I'm the big fish, I'm stronger. He don't seem confident, man. He said his style is very good. He said his style is very good, y'all. Not the best style, not the most dangerous style, but his style is very good.
Body shots. He has great talent, great skills, but I feel like my ability, my will, and my all around just being the better fighter, I'm going to beat him.
He said Crawford has great talent, great skills, but he said he has a good style. Though both of those examples start with a G, we already know the definition exemplifies that much higher when you're saying good, which is separated from great. Great holds a higher elevation when you're talking about defining what it means. You know what I'm saying? Great gives you that exalt, that praise. You know what I'm saying? It looks at you in a different way. You have to look up when they say great. They say, okay, I see it up there. That's great. That's a higher level. And then you see good. You have to look down and say, huh? Where you at? Okay. Oh, there you go over there. I didn't see you. You was up under that piece of paper. Okay, cool.
Terrence, he just finished saying that he wanted to be a man of his word, that he promised you before he moved on from the welterweight division, if that were to ever occur, that he was going to get those 3 belts and come and then take yours. First, how do you feel about...
I promised the fans. I promised
my bad. You promised the fans. How do you feel
Get
about
it right.
him having made that promise and lived up to that promise? And what do you think you're going to do to Errol Spence Jr. July 29th?
Well, I love it. I love it. You know what I mean? Like I said, you know, I've been wanting this fight. Everybody been knowing I've been wanting this fight. He said he was going to take the easy route and go, you know, handle what he had to handle. And he did that. So now, you know, he got to live up to his word and coming to take this belt. You know, the last one is always the hardest one. And I assure you, it won't be like none of the other fights. You know,
I assure you that it won't be like any of them other fights. I assure you that it won't be like any of them other fights. He assures Spence fans, and he assures Spence to his face. He's talking with complete confidence and certainty of what he's mentioning. He's sure of what his words mean. You know what I'm saying? Even Errol said great. He referred to Terrence Crawford, great skills. You know what I'm saying? The whole behavior is different between the energy is different. You know what I'm saying? I'm just putting it out there, man. You know, I mean, clearly, right now, Terrence Crawford is winning this face-off. He's winning this face-off just with the certainty, you know, the confirmation in his words, the confidence.
He believe in his style. I believe in my style. You know, it's gonna be a great fight. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I can't wait.
Terrence, a lot of us been talking about Errol for years because obviously he's undefeated and he's a champion. He's got 3 belts. We know how great he is. Even though we all recognize that you are great, there have been times when you and I have run across one another, when I've seen you talking to other people, and you seem to wear this belief on your shoulders, on your sleeves, that cats don't believe in me as much as they should. Do you feel this fight is like career defining for you? You've got to win this fight in spectacular fashion for you to get the respect you believe that you deserve?
Well, it's always like that. Every fight is you know, like that for me. You know, every fight is meaningful. Every fight is, you know, I need to win this fight. And I'm, you know, 100% certain Errol feel the same. So, you know, there's a lot riding on this fight. You know, this is the biggest fight in boxing in decades, you know. So, you know, of course, I want to go out there and put on a tremendous show and win in spectacular fashion. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling strong. I'm ready to go next week if it was need be, you know.
And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that right there was one of those Crawford specials that he landed the shot and put him down. That right there, Terrence Crawford said he is ready to fight tomorrow. Now, according to where you're from, you can spell that with a number 2, Morrow, Morrow. You can spell it that way, or you can be correct and you know, use your etiquette, and it can be T-O. You know what I'm saying? And finish it. Either way you look at it, Bud Crawford said he's is ready to fight tomorrow? Can I suggest and propose this question to the Spence fans? Do you believe that your fighter is ready to fight tomorrow? I'm not talking about fighting the urge to have a chocolate covered sprinkled donut. I'm not talking about that kind of fight. I'm not talking about pancakes in the morning with that special maple syrup, homemade, strawberry, you know what I'm saying, honey nut. I'm not talking about the urge not to sneak food into your room when you know you're in training camp and snack on it when you think nobody's looking. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, do you believe that Terrence Crawford and what he said reciprocates over to Errol Spence? Do you believe that he's confident that he can fight tomorrow? Look, let me help you out. I'm not talking about him making weight, okay? I wouldn't put y'all through that, man. I'm trying to be as goddamn cordial as possible in this hot grease month. I'm just saying, bro, do you believe if they just said, okay, let's throw the weight out the window, you don't have to weigh in, do you believe that Errol Spence is ready to fight tomorrow? Because to me, that was a knockout blow to this whole face-off. This man said he's ready to fight tomorrow. He's ready to fight Damorrow, tomorrow. He's ready to fight tomorrow. However you want to spell that motherfucker. Crawford said he's ready to fight tomorrow. Is Errol Spence ready? Is he ready? Can somebody please, just on that side of the fence, somebody close to him, somebody that may be picking up manure on the farm, over there kicking the chickens and shit so they can lay more eggs and shit, because you know he trying to goddamn get that protein in the system like Conor Ben. Can somebody please help me? Is Errol Spence ready to fight tomorrow?
But at the same time, everything, has its time. The sun shine on everybody, and the sun gonna shine on me July 29th.
I'll throw this question out to both y'all, and Errol, I'll ask you first. We talk about the welterweight division here. You talked about, Errol, you just said something, Errol, a few minutes ago when you talked about this being maybe the greatest fight in the welterweight division in the last 40 years or something. Well, let me remind you of some of those fights. We got Sugar Ray Leonard versus Tommy the Hitman Hearns. We had Hearns versus Roberto Duran. We had somebody, even though Pepino Cuevas ain't on that level, he was still good and he was a champion until Hearns put him to sleep in 2 rounds. We saw Alexis Aguero versus Aaron Pryor. We've seen a whole bunch of great welterweight fights.
And this fight up there with all of them.
Definitely.
When people talk about this fight, they're going to say Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns. They're going to say Alexis Aguero, all that. This fight up there with all of them.
Where I was going was...
But I got a question, though. Who's Sugar Ray? And who's Tommy Hearns? If you're going to say Sugar Ray, Tommy Hearns, who is who? Maybe somebody out there can do a live stream on who would be Sugar Ray and who would be Tommy Hearns. I know some cats out there that can do some great film study and break some shit down, aka boxing gyms, aka blood boxing. I want to see if they're comparing them and they want this fight to mirror that. I would definitely like to look at a live stream where someone can break down who's who and how they styles mirror the other. You know what I'm saying?
It is right now. On paper, you get in that ring, 2 undefeated fighters that's capable of knocking you out or going up against one another. So give us a taste of what we should expect to see July 29th based on the history that I just threw your way.
I mean, the proof is in the pudding. You see Terrence Crawford, you see his body.
See, listen, be patient with me because I have to, kind of take things right as they present themselves, right? So you can clearly see that Errol Spence isn't entirely focused on this fight just yet. He's been on record when he was on the Rocks. He was pretty much saying that, he's guilty of doing a whole lot of things like gaining weight and ballooning up in weight and everything. After Stephen A. Smith presented the question, you know what I'm saying? Give us a little of what we, may see come July 29th. The first thing that Errol Spence said, he referred to food. He said, the proof is in the pudding. See, that's what pisses me the fuck off now. This dude mind still on desserts. Terrence Crawford would never said no proof is in the pudding. He said, well, I'm gonna let my hands do the talking. I'm not gonna, give away anything. It is what it is. I'm gonna get, I'm gonna lock in. I've already been locked in for quite some weeks and months now. I'm ready to fight. But Errol say the proof is in the pudding. And I was saying to myself, God damn it, he's still thinking about sweets, desserts, food. Aerosexuals, where are you, man? Get your super chats together and send this man some organic shit, some kale, spinach, baby spinach, carrots. Come on, man. Beets. Send him some of those health items, man. FedEx, so it can get there and still be green, because he's still thinking about pudding. The proof is in the pudding. I bet, man. I bet, Errol. I bet the proof is in the pudding.
Work. You see my body work when I get in the ring. Yeah, everybody already know. As soon as I get in the ring, I'm stepping. And I expect him to step too. We're going to put on a great show and a great performance.
Thanks for watching.
Well, listen, I'm pretty sure there's going to be more to come. I was on the phone speaking to some people today, pretty much talking about the manifesto that may potentially present the first press conference. You know what I'm saying? To these two individuals. What we can say from that face-off, that clearly Bud Crawford earned a unanimous stoppage. You know what I'm saying? A unanimous stoppage. Y'all said it, goddammit. A unanimous stoppage is what played out in front of everybody. The man said he was ready to fight tomorrow, whatever morrow you want, he's ready. But Errol, he didn't seem like, from looking at him, first of all, he was in shape to do that. He didn't seem like he was motivated just yet. I'm pretty sure Errol's gonna lock in. Real talk. I'm pretty sure he's gonna lock in. But when that weight started to come off, and those hormones and those levels start to change, and that frustration and that misery that you ain't able to comfort eat behind the scenes, it's gonna start to set in. The frustration, you know what I'm saying? The misery. Is he gonna be able to fight through that shit and give us the fight we want? Because I don't want him coming to the scales and he cannot make weight, and then it's only Bud Crawford that's fighting for the titles. I want him to be able to fight for his crowns, man. Not just physically, but I want on paper for both fighters to make weight so it can be an even, fair fight. Because I don't want to come back over to the YTC and hear these aerosexuals whining, bitching, and crying about, oh man, he couldn't make weight. And then they go over there and once they was up here highlighting the shit out of DJ. Now they point the finger at him. Talking about it was too much of a distraction with him putting Anthony Joshua in the stable and then, signing up Ryan Garcia. He was coming to Hollywood. No, bro. I want this man to make weight. I want Errol Spence to make weight. And as I asked earlier, if anybody can confirm with me on this, has something changed with the Victor Conte? Him putting out this, because he said that Terrence Crawford had agreed on this already. So has anybody came close to give some feedback or update on if he signed up for that testing? I'm not talking about signed up for the protocol, that's already there. I'm not talking about looking on BoxRec and they say VADA check mark. No, I'm talking about the actual testing. Is he in the testing pool yet? Because I want both fighters to be on level playing fields. I want them both to be clean. You know what I'm saying? We already know Bud Crawford is a clean fighter when it comes to eating. You know what I'm saying? We already know, because he looks damn near a little ways just off the mark of 147 already. He might be in the 150s, 160s, low 160s, or whatever. But Have we got an update on that? That's all. I don't want to bring up shit that piss these aerosexuals off. They already got a lot on their mind, man. They have a lot on their mind. But I can tell you like this: the face-off today at ESPN First Take, I give that entire face-off to Terrence Bud Crawford. He clearly won that without no compunction at all. He clearly dominated. Clearly. But like I said before, Stephen A. Smith, just like you watch us, we watch you. And it's not too many times we're gonna let that slide. You know, when you have Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence right there in front of millions, and you start off with freaking Errol Spence. Don't he ain't with ESPN Network. Errol Spence ain't with ESPN Network. I mean, at least you can go with the last fighter that was with ESPN Network. Yeah, you know, that was fighting over there, Top Rank. You start off with Errol. Obviously, somebody been in your ear. You know what I'm saying? I think y'all remember the phone call that Al Hammond had made to the point where when y'all was mentioning this fight's gonna happen and y'all received that phone call, or somebody had to knock on the door and say, "Hey, man, chill with mentioning this fight." I think that's the reason why you started with Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? Like when you got to look at Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford is a more accomplished fighter. He has a surplus body of work. Errol Spence has been in a single division and he has 3 titles, ONLY. Okay? 3 titles, ONLY. That's what we're talking about. So so we'll let that slide, man. You're supposed to be an OG at this game now, Stephen A. The fight is official now. The next time we see you in an interview, man, several weeks from now, I'm going to be paying attention. I'm going to be like, hey, you need to start with Bud Crawford. Seniority, and then you go down to the subordinate. I'm just being honest. Let me see what's in the chat, man. Appreciate everybody pulling up. It is breaking news. You know what I'm saying? These cats, these 2 elite fighters, they was absolutely on the first face-off in this groundbreaking fight that we've been anticipating for like years upon years, and they finally were in the same frame with Stephen A. Smith on ESPN First Take. I suggest you go check this shit out. You know what I'm saying? It's the first of many face-offs that they have from today on the way up to July 29th. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, it's only beginning. It's only the beginning. Let me go to this chat right quick. Mr. Pass on deck. I see your piece, WCS. It was respectful dialogue, to be fair. No, I'm going to put your lights out type talk. I can... Mr. Pass, what's going on, man? Did I say it wasn't respectful? I didn't say it wasn't respectful. No, I didn't say it wasn't respectful. It was respectful. It was respectful, bro. Jones on deck. I see you, WCSOG. What's good? What's good with it, bro? The only thing good with me is hot grease, man. You know what I'm saying? We suited and we ready. We got the body armor on and we marching, period. I see, you know, as I was, you know, walking my post and surveying the area, still a lot of the aerosexuals haven't been able to find themselves enough time to talk about this fight. They haven't built up enough confidence. I haven't seen them just talking about this fight. This is what y'all wanted, right? This is what y'all wanted. Y'all should be boosting this up like everybody. You know, all the lies y'all done told on this man, you should be first. The damn do a live stream every freaking day talking about this fight. Let's see the debates. Let's see the panels. I'm listening. I want to see, you know, and hear what everybody has to say. Man, y'all know we found, but I got EJ. Gonna have to hear y'all drag him, but y'all my folks anyway. Hey, man, if you going for EJ, like they say, man, growing up there, Jones, man, we ain't perfect. Well, none of us is perfect. And if you're willing to subject yourself and support the fighter that's going to be looking up at the light, so be it. God damn. What you want me to do? If you want to support the fighter, all of us has made damn bad decisions in life, bro. If you want to support the fighters that's going to be staring up into the bulbs, then so be it. We still good. We still good, bro. Just make sure you drop that super chat. You know what I'm saying? That reparations for even being going for EJ over here in this highway. Come on, man. Pay the toll to cross the bridge. That's why. Pay the toll to cross the bridge, dog. Big Blunt say, hi, Grease Special. Alvarez, if you want the video, you can check it out after you enjoy OG cooking on audio. I upload a live reaction. Okay, for sure. Showtime said, broke his ass up, Joe Dini voice. Yeah, man. Shout out to Joe Dini, man. Shout out to Joe Dini. Swaz your boy. Got to get cooked, fam. But salute and much love and respect to you, bro. You're my nigga for sure. Yeah, Jones cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, people, they make the decisions that they want, man. I'm not like a lot of other channels, man. The wrenches would have blocked you already. They would have been calling you all sorts of names, but it's a different age group over here of people who know how to act as adults, man. When it's time to get on somebody, okay, we will, but we just don't do the petty shit just because you're not supporting the fighter that we rocking with. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hell, Blunts can be over here doing a reaction video today, and then by next Tuesday, he might be over there talking about Spence. He don't know, man. I don't know, man. Spence, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Blunts be switching up, man. I'm just saying. Well, hey, one thing I could credit him for, though, Blunts believed that the fight was gonna happen, though. He had like goddamn 10 strikes. I swear to God, he had so many strikes. They had him pinch hitting. You know what I'm saying? They say, man, we got to get a hit sooner or later, man. Put him out there again. But, sir, he has 7 strikes already. Put him out there, man. He's going to hit one of these balls. Put him out there. You know what I'm saying? He say the fight's going to happen. Put him out there. Hey, come on, Bless. Ever since 2022, Bless was going with everything. July 4th, all right. September 4th, all right. October, all right. November, all right. He gonna fight on Frank Monclar, all right. The fight gonna happen. They say February, all right. He gonna happen. Shit. Man, I already know y'all fail. So it'd be like that sometime. I'm glad we got. You said it would happen, and man, I'm too excited. Hey, man, I'm not trying to be right like that. Like, I don't want to be right just because I took a jab at it over and over again. I finally hit the target. You know what I'm saying? I don't want my percentage to be that low. I was not on board because I didn't have confidence that the information that was accessible to me, I wasn't able to retrieve it. But yet you have people up here talking about sources. And then it turns out those sources don't mean a damn thing because they don't exist. Even Carpenter was getting it wrong. You know what I'm saying? All these cats was getting the shit wrong. So I'm not feeling no type of way about myself because I didn't have confidence that the shit was going to happen anytime soon. Exactly. Spence, no, he been struggling to make weight using pads. Hey, man, I don't know if he's using pads. I can't make that accusation. But if you feel that there's some type of corner cutting by Mr. Arrow, we will see if he signs up. We will see. That's all. These guys are established welterweights. Why talking about weight? We talking about weight because Errol Spence has been on record as saying that he ballooned up in between fights. He is himself, isn't he? It is he who was speaking on the rocks and finally making a grand admission that a lot of stuff he was talking, a lot of stuff that we was talking about on the YTC, the aerosexuals really never heard it from his mouth. And finally, he admitted to it. He admitted to it. He admitted to not wanting to invest money in a nutritionist. He admitted to cutting corners. He admitted to, oh, I'm gonna be in this training camp for this many weeks, and then okay, I know what I have to do here. I'm gonna cut corners here and there. Hey man, do your research, bro. I'm through the roof. I already bet about 650 on this fight. Okay, shout out to Mark Nash TV. Facts Bud definitely performed better at first take. Hey, bro, you know what it is, man. They're gonna say I'm being biased. I'm just saying he seemed the more confident of the two when it came to his articulation to respond to the answer. I'm not saying it means nothing when it comes down to the fight. Point blank period. These cats got to get in the ring and put on the show for us, shawty. They do. But it's just my perception that I believe everything encompassing from discipline, first of all, discipline. That word right there, discipline, would play a major factor in this fight. A discipline. I'm talking about everything that Terrence Crawford has been doing up to the point of this fight announcement and everything he's going to continue to do during fight camp and when he split the ropes to go in there and hear his name. And the new two-time welterweight undisputed. You know what I'm saying? And people be petty with what I just said. He hasn't been undisputed welterweight. Look, I blended in the amount of times because you got to be clear with these aerosexuals now. You got to almost put flashcards up there. Two-time undisputed world champion. Two-time. I've been putting this shit up since 2022. Yes, sir. I've been putting it up since then. For those of you that know what the hell I'm talking about. As a matter of fact, let me somewhat remind you all of how it looked as I get back to these comments. Let me just put that up there. Let me put that up there and remind you all of that. He said, might. See, Showtime, you know how we pay attention to syllables that form words with a vowel in there, here and there. He said he might be the stronger fighter. He didn't say he was. He didn't say he is. He said he might. He's unsure. This is a guy who's supposed to be the biggest boogeyman, the big fish. Which one are you, bro? Are you the big fish or a little piranha that'll take a little nibble off somebody's? Ouch, what was that? Okay, a little motherfucker goddamn bit me. I mean, what are we talking about, bro? Like, goddamn, are you the big fish or what, man? You up here talking like you unsure. I might be stronger than him. I might. Man, aerosexuals, that's concern. You should pay attention. That's concern, bro. Errol said, I got the jab. What else do you have? Listen. He was looking at Devin Haney in Australia, the first fight. He said, see, Derek, I can do it, Derek. Devin did it. He beat him with a jab. I can beat Bud with a jab, Derek. Come on, Derek. Well, it's ideal. If it's ideal, Scooby, Shaggy, Scooby Doo. Derek, like, well, it's possible. You can beat him with a jab. Shaggy, Scooby Doo. It's ideal. Man, what else do you have? Stop playing, bro. You know what I'm saying? He got a jab, man. Okay. Use that jab, nigga. For real, use that jab, man. How you say I might be nigga? You supposed to say, I know I'm stronger than Bud. He too light in the ass. I told him years ago, ain't that changed. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Didn't he? Didn't he say that, bro? Didn't he? Didn't he put it out there? He was too light in the ass. Wasn't he supposed to reflect upon that and let the public? Why aren't you trying to talk? Forget everything else. Like, I know they was trying to be respectful and all that shit in the face, the first meeting. But come on now. No, don't come in here trying to be friends and trying to be all, jovial and shit. No, man, we need some of that energy. You know what I'm saying? The type of enemy when that's your adversary right there. That's a combatant that's going to be showing you resistance once y'all get in the ring come July 29th. That is nobody that you need to be cordial with. You need to have the same energy, bro. Just don't make it whiny and daycare typish. You know what I'm saying? Like the aerosexuals, like they're always crying and shit. Like no matter how many sweets you give them, you know what I'm saying? They need more, dog. If you give them hot dogs and goddamn SpaghettiOs and you feed them and you make sure they nice and hot, you give them some hot rolls and shit, it's not enough. They want you to goddamn read off every letter in the SpaghettiOs. Okay, what letter is this? What letter is this right here in SpaghettiO? Listen, motherfucker, I gave you the SpaghettiOs to eat. I'm not here to teach you your alphabets. If you want to hear alphabets, the only motherfucking letters you should know is K. Okay, write it down. K and O. All right. When you get home, ask your parents what those mean and what that acronym mean. Okay. He called himself good and called Bud great. Hey man, Bunce, just give him the courtesy. You know what I'm saying? That he's being genuine, bro. Let's just say he's being genuine. Let's just say he's being genuine and he's trying to stay on Bud's good side. Because we all know it's something just ain't right when somebody fuck around and goddamn flip that switch on Bud and he commits the beating ass. You know what I'm saying? He commits the breaking motherfuckers up. Like it's something just ain't right. When you tell him on the unofficial scorecards you behind. I told y'all. This entire, when the fight is announced, the entire time, I'm gonna shoot Bud Crawford DM messages, and I'm gonna let him know, Bud Crawford, hey, Bud, you behind, bro. You behind, man. Real talk. I just want to let you know you behind, man. I just want him to know that walking into the fight, he's behind. So he don't have no hesitation. You know what I'm saying? He ain't trying to pace himself with the ass whooping. No, he just go up there and get it in. That's it. You know, like Errol said in front of everybody, he said what? Everybody know I'm gonna get in there. I'm a step. For real? I hope you do step. Keep on coming forward so you can make it easier for Bud Crawford to hit you with those counter shots. Go ahead. I want you to use the JAB over and over again. Do the same shit. Southpaw stance. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. Errol Spence may switch it up or tonight. Get different than what people's to. I don't fucking know, dog. It is invincible. I never used that word. I just was certain for within myself. I said he's gonna beat Errol Spence. I never said he was invincible. You did. Done doubt on that. What's good? What's good? Fish fry season. Yes, man. The hot grease is here. The hot grease is here, man. We're gonna keep that shit hot. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep that shit on the stove. So whenever somebody slips up and that fish get tossed in the grease, it's no recovery, bro. It's no recovery. We having a full-blown fish fry. The entire fight camp. The entire fight camp. Because if you pay attention to the YTC, right? They are feeling the reality of it now. They want to talk about everything other than what's been announced. They don't want to talk about this fight, bro. They don't want to talk about it because they know exactly the way Errol Spence was responding to the questions. He was bigging Bud up. Watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you. It's not far from the truth at all. He said this one be like them other fights. Stop Lawrence Cole voice. I know, man. We look. It's not going to be like that. The fight's not going to be in Texas like they wanted it to be. The fight is going to be on neutral grounds, man. T-Mobile, Las Vegas. We still got issues. You know what I'm saying? People do lose in Vegas. But the one way you can prevent anything from going to the scorecards is a stoppage. And really, that's what the plan is. That's what the end game is. That's what the mission, to go in there and stop this dude. That's the whole purpose. Go in there and get the knockout like he's been doing. I just think it's going to be terrible. It's going to be horrific, man. It's certain people that's going to see Errol Spence in a position that they never seen him in his boxing career, bro. I don't know how they're going to handle it. I don't care. Especially the ones on the YTC. I don't care how they're going to handle it. You know what I'm saying? Cry me a river, without being on camera, of course. Get yourself together and, bring y'all punk asses back up here and apologize to the Terrence Crawford supporters. We want a full-blown apology, goddammit. Formal. If you're going to have your camera on, I want you to be dressed with a goddamn blazer, a dress shirt, and a tie on. You know what I'm saying? And before you do it, I want you to say, I am making this statement on my own free will to all the Bud Crawford supporters. And I'm speaking on behalf of the aerosexual community that I truly apologize for my actions. We want this shit to be formal. For real. That's what we want. We don't want nothing in between. Crawford stays ready, and that's why he will win. He's one of the most disciplined boxers. That was game over. He said he was ready to go ASAP. He was ready to go. That Showtime. That tells me right there the dude is locked in. He's been locked in, man. You know what I'm saying? He's been locked in. Give that man his credit, man. He's disciplined. That word right there is going to separate them for quite some time. It's been separating them for quite some time, bro. Terrence Crawford is disciplined. Errol Spence, he's determined to eat another meal on time. The proof is in the pudding. He's busy, has his mind on food. He just want to run his finger in that pudding. Now I know what Bill Cosby was talking about. Shit. Hey, go in and get me another one out the fridge. Yeah, I put some cold ones in there. Go get me another cold one. Damn. Bring me some of those Hershey's Kisses too. He's thinking about food. The proof is in the pudding. Man, the camera in his face trying to dig information. Mind your business when it's in the ring. That's different. Really don't know what you're talking about. Stephen A. Smith and a lot of other people that's on here pretty much understands that these are two elite fighters, and this is not the first time they did an interview. All right. Now, the difference is how they both receive the big stage. All right. The camera being in their face means nothing because they was in the comfort of their own quarters. Right. So it's not like they're doing a post-fight interview or they're doing a press conference and they have them big ass, ESPN or Showtime cameras in their face. I mean, if you covered fights, Showtime, I can tell you, when you cover fights, the lenses are pretty big. When they're coming in and they right there, it's a different feeling. You know what I'm saying? It's a different. I felt that camera, the lens coming there and right there. You know what I'm saying? If I would have just turned around and engaged and locked eyes, I could have said something to the camera. But it wasn't my place to do that. You know what I'm saying? The camera lens is different when it's up on you. But when you're in the comfort of your own home, you good. Let's not make excuses there. Don't make excuses already, bro. There's a poem about excuses. It states, it's for the weak and incompetent, which it monuments of nothingness. Don't give EJ excuses. I just don't understand when the strays come over here, right? I just don't get it. Like, why aren't y'all attitude better than it is? If you come over here advocating for Errol Spence, at least advocate with something to build him up. We know he's broken. We know the Band-Aids are struggling to keep those freaking fractures together. We get it. But now it's showtime, bro. The fight is announced. It's showtime, bro. And all this other bullshit, creating stories and fictitious tales and all this other shit, that's over. What he didn't do for David Avanesian, he didn't sign the contract, the proposal, and that's over. Don't nobody want to hear that bullshit no more. We want to hear what's going on from this day forward. Nobody wants to hear that bullshit a day forward. That's old ass news, bro. You know what I'm saying? Some of you niggas are the type of nigga that I know. You will wipe your ass with the toilet paper and goddamn leave it out so you can come back in there and reuse it. And you think you're really being smart and intelligent and saving money. He said this fight isn't not a walk in the park for either one. They're not going to be fighting in the park, first of all. They're not going to be fighting in the park. I've been to Vegas several times. The T-Mobile, in order for them to get to the arena itself, they're not going to be in the park. For real. Andrew Charles O'Deck, what's good, Andrew? Bud hasn't been out of fight shape since he's been in the division. But longer than that, really. Crawford is an animal. He's different when it comes to living a processional fighter's lifestyle. Well said, brother. Well said. He's pretty much saying that Crawford pretty much walks those lines of salubrity, a healthy way of living. He watches what he eats, and he has the mental strength to turn down certain things that isn't conducive to his training, or it isn't productive to him sustaining a certain weight. Something that can decline him internally, because the internal is everything. You know what I'm saying? Internally shows what's external. Your actions. You got to be right. The engine has to be right internally. You have to make sure it's tuned correctly. When we talk about the physical anatomy, we talk about what you put in your body. And then when somebody see you out and you're performing when it comes to boxing, and they're seeing your actual skill set on display, on full display in front of millions, that comes from the inside out. So if you've been destroying your body on the inside, and then you start to look like you're breaking down, and that donut that you had on there the whole time that people been seeing you riding around, it finally just rolls the fuck off. Now you're really in trouble. It's gonna be problems there, bro. It's gonna be problems. Seriously, it's gonna be problems. Now, walking the park, we should see July 29th would tell us. I never said it was gonna be a walk in the park. That's never my words. I never said it was gonna be a walk in the park for Crawford. I said it was gonna be a walk in the ring. Am I lying? I said it was gonna be a walk in the ring. I never said a walk in the park. I don't give a fuck about a park. I said it was going to be a walk in the ring. Split the ropes, go in there. You know what I'm saying? Fighter's introduction, right? Referee's instruction. And let's get it. That's what we're talking about. No park. We're not talking about the park. Hey, those of you in the chat, please do not block any of the strays that may have wandered over here and broken, the piece of yarn that had them tied to a small limb or branch or tree stump. Okay, please do not kick the little strays that may be over here. Okay, don't do it. Let them be. If they want to be over here in the chat, hey, I'm no way, shape, or form against it. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Let them walk around and find their way home. Oh man, I knew it. As soon as I heard the fight was announced, as an EJ fan, I knew OG was gonna grill them. No, hey bro, this is more to come, man. I wanna I'm trying to find out where these pressers going to be. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I'm not even playing. I'm not even on that time no more. You know what I'm saying? It was all good just a minute. Where's that? You got the right one. I'm on that time right now. It was good until you want me to address you and you call me a fool. You was good. But where you at? Where you at, man? Let me help you out, Shawty. Let me help you out. I had to get Leo from out of here. You know, don't call me no fool. You know, I didn't even freaking address you in any way, shape, or form. Don't call me a fool, bro. Take your punk ass somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Texas draw doesn't work. Spence need to start saying shit with his chest. You ain't lying, dog. You know what I'm saying? You ain't lying. He need to say it with his chest, man, right? He's so relaxed when he's talking. You know what I'm saying? He's so relaxed. It ain't nothing wrong with being relaxed. They still got what? Over 60 days? They got like over 60 days remaining to the fight. They got around, what, 61? Something like that. 61 days remaining. Okay. Mauricio Lara did that shit today. Came in 4 pounds over. And now Lee Woods fighting for the belt and Lara stripped. God damn. I'm not too much of a Lara fan anyway. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really care about him coming in 4 pounds. He did it for a reason. You know, usually when a fighter come in like that, man, they don't care about that belt. I ain't got nothing against Errol, bro. I just think Bud is a better fighter, but Errol got the drip. He's smooth. I just think he's not on the same level as Bud in the ring. It's all good. It's all love. Blunts, what we talking about drip? So you're looking at the kit, you're looking at the clothing kit, you're looking at his drip. Now let's talk about the drip if we're gonna mention the drip, right? So in the ring, let's look at the drip. The fighters come in, socks or no socks, shoes, trunks, okay? 2 gloves. That's the only drip I care about. Making sure he has the equipment to go in there to defend himself. That's all I'm thinking about. But for you to be talking about Errol Spence is smooth. See, that's what I'm talking about. I try to tell y'all about blunts. Be careful. Blunts pick and choose what day he want to support. Goddamn Terrence, man. I'm telling you, be careful. Blunt's my guy, though. You know what I'm saying? But he blatantly be switching sides in your face. And then act like, what are you talking about? Man, come on, man. You're being too serious about this. I'm telling you, be careful. Be careful with blunts, man. The dude be switching up, dog. For real. Next week, he'll be in here talking about, well, you know what? I know I got money on Bud. I'm about to put some money on Errol, too. For real, because I don't know, man. There's something about that interview, man. And I was looking at Terrence, and I don't know, man. Something was off. Nah, dog, stop it. Sticker Boys is sport. Sticker Boys, Fish of the Sports. What's good, bro? Salute WCS, salute chat. Salute to you, brother. I already know. Bro, I rock with both too. It's just funny hear y'all talk about it. Hey, man, I don't rock with both. I don't rock with, but I look, I have respect for both as a fighter because they're sacrificing themselves. They got families. You know what I'm saying? I respect them both as a fighter. I don't rock with both of them as a fighter. You know what I'm saying? I don't rock with both of them as a fighter. I respect them going in here in the hurt business and making the sacrifices needed to step into that ring and compete. It's a tough sport. But in this particular scenario with these two fighters, there's a lot more to talk about with Errol Spence, with his fan base refused to even speak. I think that's just a coward way of out. That's a coward way out, and not identifying someone pros and cons when it's the fighter that you're supposed to support. But you want to go up here and talk about Bud Crawford all the time. You know what I'm saying? When he's not giving you the talking points you need. If Crawford was the one out here having an accident, the one out here having a drinking problem, the one ballooning up in weight, the one that everybody sees is always fucking up somehow, some way, the man that got on here, you remember, right? You remember when Crawford did that IG live and they was talking about he had flashcards and he was reading off this? Like, he can't do no right. Just imagine him doing that IG live and it was just like the interview on the Rocks. And he was up here telling his fans like everything he admitting to. They would never let him live it down. They'll say he was a drunk, he's an alcoholic, he's a wino. He didn't take the sport serious. He ain't did shit in his career. He ain't never been undisputed. What if Terrence Crawford was in Errol Spence's shoes and Errol Spence was in Terrence Crawford? I bet that undisputed would mean a lot then. I bet when you look at all those three divisions, I bet his resume, give Errol Spence Terrence Crawford resume. Give him the knockout streak. Not just inside the welterweight division, but what he had prior to attending the welterweight division. Give him that. Errol Spence would be God. Spence would be God up here. They would be like, let's have a debate. Let's have a debate. Y'all can't fuck with us. Y'all can't fuck with. See, if Errol Spence actually had the body of work that Terrence Crawford, them individuals would be a whole lot more happier with themselves. But he doesn't have it, bro. He don't have the body of work and achievements that Terrence Crawford have. And they know that shit. They know when it comes down to the physical abilities, you have to attribute that with the discipline outside the ring too. For him to go ahead and perform and dominate like he will on July 29th. It comes from the inside out, bro. What you put in your body is what the people are going to see. What you're going to see, your body, when it starts to lock in and you start to see yourself doing things and seeing certain areas that you're training, you start to get the results that you want. That's from the inside out. Not sitting up here, oh man, shit, fuck that, man. I did 10 minutes, man. I'm out. Fuck it, man. I'm gotta give me something to eat. Dude, you got 3 more workouts today, man. Nigga, you trying to kill me, nigga? You trying to kill me, nigga? I gotta fight July 29th. What? 3 more? Yeah, man. You know we gotta cut that weight, dog. You gotta get on the scales. Fuck that shit, nigga. Fuck that. You trying to kill me, goddammit. That man gonna be losing his mind, dog. They trying to kill me up here. I'm going to ride a horse out this bitch. I gotta get my mind right. I'm going to ride a motherfucking horse. I'm doing equine therapy today. I'm doing equine therapy. I'll be out on one of the thoroughbreds. No, I don't need my saddle. I'm going bareback. I'm going bareback today. Give us your interpretation of what you heard, Leo, how you see it. Leo's gone. You know what I'm saying? You know, I let the Pharaoh stay over here as long as I possibly can. And then, you know, he wanna say, you know, this fool ain't recognized. No, I'm not recognizing you. I'm not a fool either. I already know that's why I rock with y'all, win or lose or draw. We be having fun talking boxing. Listen, bro, one thing over here, we're not gonna sit up here and ostracize you just because you're not rocking with favorite fighter. People have their own opinion. Blunts have his own opinion on who we want to support. You know, plenty of other people. Paz, all these people, they have their own fucking opinion. They adults, man. They adults. They can goddamn be over here talk that shit all day long. I don't care. Long as it ain't directing to me and trying to go at me on some shit. I'm like, damn, you on my channel though. Faith was locked in. Andrew, Charles, the signs were there all the time. The interviews, Steven Espinosa, Errol's interviews after Frank fight, it was all there. Al Money, what's good? Ill Status Boxing, what's good, man? Salute to you. I see everybody over here. Appreciate y'all pulling up. OG, I remember you asked me when the fight got announced, would I be right back on board? My response was yes, just like Mayweather versus Pac. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, It's announced, man. You know what I'm saying? It's announced. The only thing right now, we just like knocking down months to weeks to days to hours to minutes to seconds. That's the countdown we on. You know what I'm saying? We on that type of countdown. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what's going to happen at the end of the day. But I'm going to talk about what I believe is going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen, but we're going to talk it up, man. You know what I'm saying? That's all we can do. We can talk it up. Now, if any one of the motherfuckers take it personal, listen, I've already been there, done that, man. I already told y'all. Them L-sexuals, they get so butthurt over shit. Like, I mean, I swear to God, they take shit personal, man. They can make 1,000 freaking videos a month. But time you drop in their chat, and you can just put a motherfucking 100 in the chat. They see you in the chat, they get angry as a motherfucker. They just start it, and then they get their chat riled up, and then before you know it, you timed out. I got the best chat. I got the best chat in the game. You know why? Because they know who they are, and I don't have to babysit. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to babysit. For real, I don't have to babysit, man. You go over to the other chats, man, they be over there acting like straight up juveniles, bro. The shit they be saying in the chat, man, you say, no. When we talk about age appropriate, like what age group are you talking about? Well, they about 35. You talking about you got some old motherfuckers acting like that? Man, the shit they be saying, man, is so negative. That shit is in their personal life, dog. Real talk. That's in their personal life, man. I'm putting the APB out on Mr. Gumbo, aka Hot Grease, at WCS Deposit. I waited a week. I hope he ain't welching on your bet. Hey, man, that's my guy. Shout out to Mr. Gumbo, aka Hot Grease, man. Yeah, I collected 2 bills off of him, man. We still good. He paid my money. We still good. Gumbo, my guy, man. Salute to him. He good. He doing what he do. He doing what he do, bro. I'm betting Bovada for Crawford versus Spence. Big blunt salute. Shout out Mr. Golden in the building. What's going on, Mr. Golden? How you feeling, bro? Hope all is well your way, man. Bud is about to hunt that man. Yes, sir, man. He's been on the hunt. Hey, Golden, he already been on the hunt. He just had to get the paperwork. You know how you got to get paperwork during hunting season? You know what I'm saying? They only say, okay, you can only get a certain amount in this particular kill right here. You know, this what you hunt right here, you can only get a certain amount. And then you got to bring it back to the station. He had to get the paperwork right for the hunt. That's all. Now that the paperwork is good and they've agreed, and from what we understand, they being paid damn good. That's another thing the L-sexuals are upset about. They mad because Bud is getting paid and Arrow's getting paid. They want Arrow to continue to talk this 70-30, 80-20, 90-10, 95-5, 98-2. They didn't want Bud to get paid for his work, man. That's what you call hating ass niggas right there. They didn't even want that man to my, give them what you give them. Take what they give you. And the good thing about it, I know Errol Spence said this, but I don't think it's the case. He said he'd rather sit out the ring for a year instead of fighting. No. You didn't want to fight Thurman. You don't want to fight Thurman. You got to stay on code now. You told your girl that you felt that you didn't have to be 100% to go in there and dog walk Danny Garcia. So now you want to get on here and talk about that's why you stayed out the ring for over a year so you can make this fight. No. No, your mentality is that you didn't have to be 100% to face some of these guys that you don't call a tune-up. You could have went back up there and fought Manny Pacquiao. You could have fought Manny Pacquiao if you felt that you didn't have to be 100% to dog walk these cats. You could have went in there and got your fight with Manny Pacquiao, because when you were supposed to fight him, right? When you were supposed to fight him, it didn't go through, and your Dennis Ugas ended up getting that. I know you beat your Dennis Ugas, but that doesn't mean you couldn't have got a softie like Manny. You could have won there and fought Manny Pacquiao, dog. You, brother. It's always good when people come over here and just start asking questions. I like that because you're curious. You know, say you're curious about asking questions. He said, "Why do you feel like Bud won the first face-off?" He echoed off of everything EJ said. So he spoke for himself. That's clear. You know what I'm saying? Let's elucidate your point. Okay. He spoke for himself. He did not echo anything. He spoke in his own words. If he was echoing the same sentiments, okay, I can understand when you're talking about sentiments. They was both being cordial and professional in the first face-off. But when I say he won the first face-off, his words to me was way more confidence than Errol. Errol was using the G words. He was using the lowercase G words, and Crawford was using the uppercase G words. Errol was saying good, while Crawford was saying great. And then Errol later on in the interview used great to basically identify Crawford. He said he had great skills. He said he had great skills, bro. It's just words. You know, he was using words like the M word. Not motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Might. He might be stronger. He has good skills. But Crawford was identified as having great. I believe your boy do understand that there's a separation between them when it comes to everything that he's been pump faking. We're not talking about showing up in a motherfucking hoodie, man. That days are over. We're not talking about the easy route no more. The easy route ruined that man because the entire motherfucking time he felt, damn, I still got to get that WBO strap. No matter what celebration I have by picking up the WBC and the WBA, I still got to go right down there to that alley and I got to go get that WBO strap. That's a dark motherfucking alley, ain't it? He knew the whole entire time he had to go find that WBO tie. He knew who was holding that shit. That t-shirt that he got with that motherfucking fish with the belt on the door, man, nobody give a fuck about that shit. The fish walking up and you see two eyeballs in the dark, nigga. Listen, all you had to do is walk down that alley and get that WBO belt early. But you wanted to go the easy route. The easy route contaminated your sense of thinking, bro. You knew what direction you needed to go. You chose to go the easy route. You didn't want to go take the hard route. If you would have took the hard route initially, if you was up here telling your girl on the rocks, oh, I know I'm that dude. I ain't have to be 100% to go in there and dog walk him. Then why in the hell did you not use that same mentality to go over there and get Crawford's belt? Because after you made that comment, your girl said, "Talk to him, King." Yeah, King. There you go, King. I'm just reflecting on some shit now. Why didn't you use that same mentality when it came to Crawford? You say you no tune-ups, right? So if you didn't have to have 100% to face Danny Garcia, knowing that you were still dog walking, why you couldn't go over there and use that same mentality on Crawford? Now, a lot of people mentioned that Crawford, he was still growing into the division when he picked up that WBO belt, right? So you could have caught him in a time of transitioning. He was getting acclimated to the division, but Errol Spence didn't want to do that because he knew what the fuck was up. He knew how dangerous Crawford was, and he let that man grow into the division. He didn't enjoy the WBC title. He hasn't enjoyed the WBA title like he wants to. But if he wouldn't take the easy route And if he would have put that WBO strap, went over there first and put that in his collection, he would have enjoyed that WBC and he would enjoy fighting for that WBA. Because the top dog would have already been out the picture. He didn't want to do it, y'all. That's all I'm saying. That's all I gotta say. Out here doing yard work. I want to go forward. F that. We cooking hot grease, no doubt, Martin King. You know how it is. You know how it is, man. You got to keep the temperature where the bubbles continue to come to the top. That's all. So when you throw that fish in there, you got to hurry and put the lid on it. Else you're gonna fuck yourself up too. I'm excited it's finally here. We all been watching a long time for this one. Yes, sir. No doubt about it. No doubt about it, man. We've been waiting and waiting. It's here. It's here. No more pretending. No more, I'm trying to figure this shit out. I don't know exactly. No, man. This is real right now. You know what I'm saying? It's real. Bernie said last year that Bud told him that he played this fight with EJ in his head 1,000 times. Now, mentally whooping someone 1,000 times in your mind is real manifesting. Damn. That's deep. That's deep, bro. That's deep. The art of war is different for certain pugilists. You know what I'm saying? Certain pugilists don't have that mental strength or replay button to try to put that shit in manifestation. Like they thinking about how they're going to do it over and over and over and over again. Repetitiously. You know what I'm saying? Psychological remediation. They continue to do it over and over and over again. Every pugilist, when it comes to the art of war, that's not what they do. That's not how they go about it. Like certain people meditate. Growing up, I didn't know, why people meditate. Like I see these people just in these classes, and it was a lot of martial arts schools, especially overseas, that meditated for a certain period of time. And you wasn't just doing meditation just to go through the motion, just to go through the sequence. You was really taking yourself to a different place of meditation. They make sure of that. Hey, see, hey, UGC Flame, man, shout out to you, bro. See, I'm a good person, man. Listen, I went on UGC Flame back in the day, way back in the day, man. It didn't go well, but he over here, man. I don't have nothing bad to say about it, man. Salute to you, brother. It's the first time I seen you over in this boulevard, man. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you pulling up, man. You know what I'm saying? What's good with you? Salute. Man, I'm 29 years old. I fuck with the drip. Hey, look. I'm my age and I fuck with the drip. But right now, we in a serious moment, Blunts. We're not talking about what another nigga wearing, bro. We're talking about fight week. We're talking about talking this shit all the way up to fight week. I don't give a fuck about what drip he got on. I'm talking about physical domination. We're talking about war. We're talking about one of the biggest fights popping. We've been talking about this for years and years, man. We talking about these two dudes locking up in the ring. We're not talking about drip. But I understand you still in your 20s. I understand. I get it, bro. I get it. You still into, you know what I'm saying? Goddamn Pignon sneakers and shit. I get it, bro. Y'all remember that? I even talked about Bud and agreed to him using flashcards. The more I just listened, I end up eating my words. I was hard on Bud for no reason. Hey, man, I was going to say something today. I say, well, did he have flashcards today? It seemed like, you know what I'm saying? He was answering questions great. But see, that's what they do, man. They always want to act like Bud is illiterate. You know what I'm saying? He didn't complete high school, whatever. Barely made it out of middle school. They always trying to talk about how dumb a black man is. And it be our people saying, oh, you're dumb. In order for you to have a status quo you got to think like the next man. And that next man over there is dumb as fuck. But all y'all grouped together. So you have no real leaders in the group. So they all think whatever's being passed around is some good shit. When in reality, it's all dumb shit, man. All of y'all are acting stupid. Nobody's over here talking. Okay, listen. All that shit you've been hearing, stop it. That's not gonna take us where we need to be. We trying to go forward. Y'all motherfuckers keep on walking around in a circle like sheep. No, we trying to go forward. So we need to have our minds in a different place moving forward towards July 29th. It's none of them. It ain't none of them in that group like that, bro. It's just follow the leader. It's way more ish to really unpack. It is, man. It is. Do you think from May 26th all the way up to July, I would say 28th, you won't have, freaking content creators and more people getting upset? What is there? Check this out. What is there? Everything that's been said has been said. What more is there to say to get upset about? Like what is it? You can't talk about amnesia no more. It doesn't make any difference because we got a fight date now. We don't want to hear about freaking Yadinas Ugas and Spence. I don't even want to talk about that shit. What are you going to talk about? Please point it out. What are you going to talk about? These fake ass proposals, these lies about he not signing the contract when none of you niggas can produce any documentation. What are we talking about right now? We're going to still talk about proposals and fake ass contracts. Is that what we're going to do? I'm not going to do it. Are we still going to talk about who ain't fought who? No, the only thing we could talk about is where this fight is headed and what we think the fight, how it's going to play out. You know what I'm saying? Whether you support your fight, of course. You got the Spence supporters and you got the Crawford supporters. That's what it really is. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it's all about keeping the fight live, living color, active, talk it up. But you still gonna have those individuals out here talking that freaking funny shit all the time, acting miserable. You know what I'm saying? The same shit. Shout out to True Media Today, USA Boxing. What's good? Shout out to Coach Malachi. Great live today, man. You know what I'm saying? As always, y'all be sure to tune in to Coach. You know what I'm saying? Like Coach said, hey man, I got 500 likes, man. I need to get 600. I need to get 603 to be exact. 603, goddammit. Give me 103 more likes right now. Shit. Well, fuck, I need another Nick sack, goddammit. Get me 603 ASAP. Sir Senior on deck. What's good? Christopher on deck. Salute to you. Oh, man, all access should be fire. Oh, my God. I want to see. You know what I want to see? Speaking of all access, Amon, you know what I want to see? I want to see Errol Spence on the road running. That's what I want to see. I already seen Bud out there on the road. You know what I'm saying? I want to see if he's doing road work. I want to see him out there running, bro. I want to see him out there on the road, running up some hills and really taking this shit serious. I don't want the slaughter to be easy. I want him to be able to fight. I don't want him to be that newborn freaking gazelle that can barely stand up and shit. They still got afterbirth on them and the shit dripping. Then you got them hyenas from a distance just walking. You know what I'm saying? He's like, damn, hurry up, nigga. Hurry up, man. Start the walk. Man, you about to get your... I don't want that. I want this motherfucker to be ready. I want his feet to be under him, stable. I want him to be balanced. I want him to be 100% real talk. I want Spence to be 100% in this fight. I want Crawford to get full fucking credit. I don't want no excuses. I don't want anything. I don't want no injuries. Hope to God it's no injuries. But by the looks of who's in his camp, You know what I'm saying? If they got Anthony Joshua up there, he's supposed to be sparring Anthony Joshua, dog. I'm saying, hey, AJ, go ahead, put that work in, dog. Have that nigga come in there punchy as a motherfucker. or the secret weapon may be Ryan Garcia. Maybe, Errol Spence may be getting that solid work with Ryan Garcia. Because he's not 136 right now. So he's probably cool 150. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna be a heavier fighter, and then while Errol's gonna be dropping weight. So Spence may be getting that King Rye smoke sparring. For real. King Rye, he may be the secret weapon. The Omaha Assassin over Spence. Yes, sir. Shout out to my guy Jamal Neezy in the building. What's good with it, Neezy? A storm is coming. A big bud cloud is coming. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's happening. And they know it's going to happen too. They know it's happening. They know it's happening, man. Joseph on deck, what's good? Salute WCS. Crawford is always ready. Always ready, bro. Always. So let's read what the little minnow put in here. You know what I'm saying? Someone who obviously is from that pothole that a couple of minnows was tossed in there by a little kid who was pissed off on when he seen that goddamn fish shirt, on Errol Spence's site. So he said, fuck it, mommy. I'm getting rid of these fishes, man. I'm tired of this shit. You understand me, mommy? You know what I'm saying? This is just cheesy. So he dumped them motherfucking fish in a pothole that always have that water. Them potholes already have that water. Let's read what the fish said. He said, Bud ain't got nothing for EJ and no DJ. So he's basically speaking for the team. He's speaking for the team. He's emoji competent. This dude put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He put 6 emojis in his comment. First off, hold up. When they say first off, it's about to get fiery up in here. They about to goddamn cook. First off, for the first time in his career, will actually need a competent trainer for his fight when the rounds get rough. Well, let's put it this way. When I look at a fighter like Bud that's undefeated and has all stoppages in the welterweight division, I need to question your competence. You feel me? Menno, I need to question who gave you a permission slip to come over here in the presence of adults. You're not competent to be over here and discuss this with us. Because, first of all, you would know how many trainers that Bud has. And then you think Bomac is the only one, because I know y'all don't like Bomac. Y'all are infatuated with talking about Bomac. But yet, Terrence has defended his titles how many times since he's been here? How many times? How many times have he defended his WBO title since he's been in the welterweight division? So why would he need to change up anything when at the end of the day, these fighters have to be able to make changes and adjustments after they collect the data? That's why the fight we just seen, Devin pretty much admitted that Lomachenko collected the data and he knew certain things about the combinations he was throwing. I'm just saying, ultimately, it's up to the fighters to collect that data. I can't read a second one. You can't get a second one from me. You can't get a second one. You know what I'm saying? I can't allow you to get a second one. And it's more than 4 lines too. It's 4.5 lines in your para. You know what I'm saying? And all these freaking, no, I can't do it. Shout out to the OG himself, man. Blood boxing in the building. What's good with the blood? You know what I'm saying? Salute, man. Y'all definitely go check out Blood Boxing. You know what I'm saying? Check him out. Hey, Blood, I said earlier, it would be good because they keep on mentioning Leonard Hagler. You know what I'm saying? Hagler Hearns. They keep on mentioning how this fight may emulate one of these fights back in the day with the greats. And I was saying it would be good for someone to do a film study on who's who. If you're going to compare Crawford Spence to one of those matchups, it'd be good to, okay, who matches up well and emulates that certain fighter instead of them just tossing names out there and saying, okay, this fight is going to be like this, that, and the other. We need to see how does Errol Spence match up to who, is depicted, which fighter he's going to be assuming, and then who does Bud emulate stylistically. You know what I'm saying? We got another stray on deck. I told you they was gonna be coming out the woodworks. Hey, I unblocked a lot of people on purpose. Hey, I unblocked a lot of people, and goddamn it, Ben Israel's one of them. Ben Israel thinks he's gonna get access to the panel. Nigga, you don't know how to shut up, nigga. He's taking full access. He said, God damn, I showed over here a second time and I'm able to see myself in the chat. Hey, I unblocked a lot of people, man. I unblocked a lot of people just so they can goddamn bring their ass over here and listen to what I had to say and comment. We ain't talking about a motherfucking thing right now. I may think about this up the road, Ben, but not today. Because you don't know how to let nobody talk, and then you get all emotional, dog. You get all emotional and start cussing and dropping obscenities and profanity-laced tirades. You lose your motherfucking mind, dog. You know what I'm saying? You are what you consider you are what they call a aerosexual, bro. You don't know how to control your emotions, man. You don't know how to control your emotions, man. For real. Blood say, Ben, you ready for that fish fry? You're going to cry, my bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Ben, he already know what it is, man. He already know what that fish smell like. Ben already knows, blood. He already understands. That's why he here. He smelt the cooking from a distance. That blood. Ben know what he did. He said, shit, they cooking. Oh, that shit, WCS. Oh, my God. Damn. He cooking the fins already. He frying the fins of the shark. God damn. That's just wrong. You cut the fins off the motherfucker first. So you know the nigga ain't gonna be able to swim far. He gonna sink right to the bottom. And then the process of sinking to the bottom, other motherfucking fish is gonna nibble on his ass. That's fucked up, dog. You should just go ahead and gutted him. You cut the back fin off his ass. He can't even swim no more. You cut the two side fins and the rear fins, and he can't do shit. I believe that Bud will eat Errol mentally, and that's what will lead to the victory. Man, we already know when it comes to boxing IQ, both of these fighters are going to have to figure it out. Who can disrupt the rhythm of the other? You know what I'm saying? Who can keep the momentum if they have it? You know, which one of these fighters is going to have the momentum? Which one's going to be able to make adjustments? Because this is not going to be a Mikey Garcia affair, bro. This ain't going to be Mikey Garcia affair. It's not. This is not going to be Mikey Garcia shit, bro. It's not. You're not going to just be able to come forward and keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, bro. And just believe that you're going to be right there. Like Crawford's going to be right there in front of you, letting you hit on him. And hit on him, he's gonna be defending without returning any type of offense. That's not even goddamn reasonable to even talk about just for generalizing it. I think I'm doing myself a disservice just by giving the example. I'm gonna show Ben just a little bit of light, because I know he's been banned off the channel for so long and he's been in dormant. I've had him in dormant where he couldn't. I know he probably came over here with false accounts, but I'd rather see him with his full, his original account. He said, blood, Bud gonna get stopped in 11. Don't worry about the judges. See, one thing I know about Ben, he don't believe that bullshit, dog. He don't believe that bullshit. See, if I was to tell Ben, I say, Ben, check this out. Bet your motherfucking hair on it, dog. Bet your hair that Errol Spence will knock out Bud. Bet your hair on it. That's all we got to say, man. Bet your hair on it and see how that works out for you. I guarantee you we won't see Ben on YTC period when he lose that bet. Period. And the next time if you do, that mother gonna have on a goddamn a do-rag. He gonna have on a motherfucking, he gonna have on some other shit, a full face mask on and shit. Tomorrow, oh man, it's been an outbreak of COVID over here, so they want us to wear masks, dog. You know what I'm saying? Hey Ben, that's you? No, man, who is Ben? Man, no, that ain't me, man. My name Tommy. Put your money where your mouth is. Hey, Martin King, he's not gonna do that, bro. Look, he ain't gonna do that. And furthermore, no. This ain't about money, man. I want Ben to bet his hair. If he's talking about Errol Spence is gonna knock out Crawford, bet your hair on it. Bet your hair, brother. Nothing else. For real. I want you to know what it's like to start using a boar bristle brush. Some hair pomade. You know what I'm saying? I want you to know what it's like to, and matter of fact, when you cut them up, when I cut them motherfuckers off, I'm gonna put them on a bag. I'm gonna put them in a bag and shit because I gotta quarantine them. I gotta quarantine them first and foremost. But we going for the hair. We ain't going for the money. You have more confidence than these other big fish supporters. But blood, is it real though? Ben be talking shit, man. Is it real, genuine support coming from him? Is he willing to bet his hair that Spence can stop Crawford? Are you gonna bet your hair? Blood, they're gonna block me. Been waiting for years, but dead man walking straight up. Look, first of all, don't lie to the chat. I didn't block you based off you talking boxing. I block you when you start to try to make it personal on the panel. Tell the whole story, bro. Everybody know. Look, I'm not the only one that's done block you, Ben. Stop trying to be innocent and play the victim over here like it's the first 48 and shit. And you in there snitching. Stop it, Ben. Stop coming over here snitching and talking about, hey, I'm gonna get off right. You're gonna grant me immunity. Yeah, they blocked me. Stop snitching, dog. Over here snitching the blood. Stop lying to that man. I can't wait until the day after. I'm gonna chill back and laugh all day. Laugh now, laugh later. For real. You know what I'm saying? For real. Laugh now, laugh later, goddammit. What work rate? What work rate? What work rate? What work rate? I mean, I'm curious to know what work rate we're talking about. What rate are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? An ant has a high work rate too. If you find an anthill and you see all these ants going in there and you just basically kick over that dirt and they just run all everywhere. You talking about that work rate with that sporadic work rate? Because that's what they're supposed to do. But if you wait till they get on the pavement and then you see them running around and shit like that, and you raise your freaking dominant leg up and you bring that motherfucking sole of your shoe down, that work rate goes away. It goes away, dog. That work rate goes away. When you smash them, it goes away. That's pretty much what's going to happen when somebody tell Bud that, hey, unofficially, I already know. You don't have to finish it. WCS already told me before the fight started. I'm there. I'm good. I know what I got to do. Don't worry about it. He ain't hurt me. It's good. He breathing hard already. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. He breathing hard already. You know what I'm saying? And tell that little nigga over there, hey, yeah, him right there. Tell him to shut the fuck up. I'm not even listening to his ass. Whoever he is, man, they need to put a muzzle on him. Oh, that's Ben Israel over there. Hey, somebody go buy him some popcorn and a glizzy. He might be hungry, goddamn it. He needs some popcorn for this motherfucking beating I'm about to put on the rest of the fight. Is Ben, are you going to the fight, man? Are you going to show your face? They over here talking nonsense, y'all. Talking about the work rate. Stop. Miguel say Bud is special. Oh man. Hey, I think he's talking to you, Martin King. He want your money. You know what I'm saying? That ain't happening. That ain't happening. Now Dave Moretti involved with the guy who was gambling and is being investigated. Allegedly, dude bet $300K on Leonard versus Hagler, and Moretti scored at 115-113 Leonard. Man, I'm not talking about the referees of this fight until I see who they are. I need to see who the referees are. For real. Look, I can almost look. They on record. Egas, the manager of Vasil Lomachenko, said they did not want Dave Moretti and was told that he's one of their best referees. So we may indeed see Dave Moretti, Steve Weisfeld. We may see them two team up as 2 of the 3 judges on fight night. I don't care about none of that because, like I said before, you don't have to worry about it going to the scorecards if you get the knockout. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, bro. I appreciate all the aerosexuals showing your faces. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you climbing out of your barrels and walking onto the boulevard. Watch out for traffic. Watch out for motherfucking traffic now. I'm glad to see y'all climbing out of your barrels, you know, because y'all was all over there safe, bullshitting around online doing live streams. But now you got to show your face. The fight's been signed. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. That was allegedly some old shit, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was going on in boxing. Judges make money behind the scenes. Man, hey, look, it's boxing. It's an unregulated sport, man. A lot of it happens that's considered unethical. A lot of shit happens in boxing. You know what I'm saying? The fact that I'm putting up with Ben Israel is unethical shit that I'm doing on my own damn channel. You know what I'm saying? Knowing he a hater. Knowing that nigga a straight up hater. Peace be free. What's good, man? You know what I'm saying? No blood. EJ stopping Bud. Don't worry about the judges. Okay. All right, man. I get it. I got it. Like, how can you hate Bomac? He's not even fighting anymore. I never understood that. Hey, man, it's just straight up hate, man. When you see guys who look at certain dudes and they complain about the way they look, it's something wrong with them, man. Like, they're more worried about not what Bomac does to help out Crawford, but they more so looking at how he looked and what they don't like about his looks. That's awkward, isn't it? Why are you worried about that, man? You know what I'm saying? Why are you worried about it? That's what I'm hearing. Big Bro W says that's a great idea on film study. Yeah, man. You know, that'd be good. Like, if they continue to compare them to, okay, it'll be good film study. I don't know how it'd be done really, but who would Crawford be, and who would Spence be, and how does their skills bleed over to each fighter, each great? How does it resonate to each fighter? How, you know, what part of their skill set can we say that would be emulated in this fight that would give that particular opponent a problem or whatever? You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, you're the professor for the job, man. You know what I'm saying? They need the OG professor, film study, old school. You know what I'm saying? What we don't need blood is Ben. Ben to go up there with some chalk and start drawing some stick man and shit and talking about, well, if the left stick hit the right stick, that's called a combination. And that's a 1-2. Let me get my eraser. Where the eraser go? Shit, let me take my shirt off and wipe this off. God damn, man. Somebody took the erasers. Oh shit, man. Long as Ben Israel and hey, blood, long as you don't get Ben Israel to help you do film study, you'll be good, bro. You'll be good, man. For real. Long as you don't have Ben Israel's assistant. Shout out to the XO Factory on deck, man. Salute to you, bro. OGW says, what's good, big bro? I'm on deck. Yes, sir. Shout out to the XO Factory in the building. Lost Art of Boxing, the LABQ, the God in the building. What's good with it, Q? Now, see how the chat knows that it's a stray pup that's wandering around in the traffic? See how they haven't blocked this man and put him on timeout? Because they simply don't care. They know who he is. They don't care, bro. They don't care about this shit. They know it's fight camp. That's all we doing. Hot grease from here on out. It's fight camp. That's all we worried about. That's all we concerned about. We concerned about seeing one of the biggest fights in what they say the last 40 years. I don't know about that, but yeah, this is one of the biggest fights, man. That's what we've been waiting on. That's what we now have, and we just hope everybody is injury free. Everybody is on weight. I would say to both fighters, please don't push one another, because all of a sudden, Nevada State Athletic Commission is fining the brothers. I'm just saying. I know for a fact these two guys right here can stand in front of one another and understand the magnitude of this fight and keep it professional. I know they can. They're not trying to look. They're not trying to goddamn give away $500,000. They're not trying to give away $500,000, bro. Showtime said Bud told him it's not going to be them same fights he used to. How nice is Bud to give him a pre-warning? How nice is that? That was so professional to give this man a fair warning. Hey man, I'm just letting you know. I consider you to be an elite fighter, but it's just, this is different. It's definitely not going to be anything you ever experienced in your boxing career. Yeah, I know. I've heard debate after debate, and I've heard them give you credit for Kell Brook, Sean Porter. I've heard it all before, but I just want to tell you right here that I'm none of them. I'm none of them. Just like I hear these bogus ass, fraud ass debates always talking about you can beat everybody on my resume. Well, I've beaten your top two guys on your resume. The only one that's missing is you, nigga. That's what's going to go down July 29th. I'm coming for your head. That's what we doing. So that's where we at with it. Goddamn, Bud Crawford gave that man a fucking warning, dog. I'm not like anybody else you ever faced in your career. Know this. James on deck, man. What's good with it? WC is after this Crawford victory, are you going on a dumpster drive tour on a YTC interview? The EJ from Tears. Hey, man. They won't allow me to be on their platform. You know what I'm saying? They won't allow it. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely like to go over there and ask questions from a megaphone. You know what I'm saying? Really, I don't want to waste my life going over there talking to them, because a lot of these cats gonna act like they don't know what you're talking about. Just like they're gonna act like the video was a TikTok video, they're gonna act like the fight didn't exist. They're gonna say some dumb shit like, you go in the chat and say, hey, give us your assessment of the fight. They'll say some dumb shit like, what fight? You know, the fight that just happened this past weekend. What was the names of the opponents you talking about? Spence, Crawford. I didn't even watch the whole fight, but what part are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? I don't have time to be playing with these children, bro. Fuck that. Fuck that, man. We don't have time for that shit over here. But people, I got to go, man. I got things to take care of. We'll have plenty more cook sessions. Let me once again hold up. Hold up. Hold up. I gotta take this down. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure I reinsert and drop. It is scheduled. This is for Ben Israel. You want to talk about death certificates? Well, you're looking at it right there. The fight has been scheduled on BoxRec. You know, I just had to drop these clues, you know, just to give you a final visual before I get up out of here for this time. You know, let's look at it this way too. Two-time undisputed. Digest it, soak it in. All you aerosexuals that's over here, soak it in. You know what I'm saying? Look at the belt buckle 2 times. 2 times. You know what I'm saying? I just want you to make sure you understand what it is now. It's reality. It's reality. Y'all continue to hold it down. Appreciate y'all pulling up and cooking with your boy, man. Turn up and tune in to World Combat Sports. I'm out.